Hi guys, how you doing? This is Ben, the Real Estate Pro, coming at you. Hopefully, going to kick you some knowledge. So today, I want to do something a little different. I want to talk a little bit more about myself and the services that I provide. Okay. Now, as far as my experience, I started out in real estate in 2003 as a mortgage loan officer. I actually owned my own mortgage company up until 2008. After the crash, I got into commercial and business lending, and then also real estate wholesaling. As kind of a subset of real estate investment. And then I became a real estate agent back in 2016 in the state of California. In 2021, I got my license out here in Arizona as well. I'm also an NMLS licensed loan officer. So I come from a lot of different disciplines and a lot of different perspectives. So I'm pretty well rounded as far as how a real estate transaction can has to go, and the different pitfalls, the different concerns that you may need to have, and just certain aspects of it that like I said, my experience I'm able to lend my experience to help guide you. I also have a lot of advisors behind me, people that are, some of these people have had 30 years in the industry. Like I said, a lot of disciplines themselves that also advise me and that can also help you in your real estate goals. So the companies that I'm with in Arizona, and this is specifically Arizona, I'm with a company called All Referrals LLC. It's a sister company to Attorney Realty. In California, I'm with a company called Cramer Consulting Group. We're actually going to be morphing into a little bit different entity with all the different changes that are coming out. But Cramer Consulting Group is not going away. It's going to stay there. And then my website, which is under development for Cramer Consulting Group, is a carbon copy of what you're looking at here. So you're going to be getting the same thing. Okay. Now, my site, it says quality full service real estate agency. Get top notch real estate services you need with maximum flexibility. Okay. Let's meet your real estate goals. Now, one of the inspirations that I got for kind of my philosophy when it comes to being a real estate agent is when I was a real estate mortgage loan officer, one of my clients and a friend called me one time and said, "Hey, look, I need you to qualify my sister for a home loan because she's going to buy my house." So I said, "Okay, great." So I took her application. I was able to qualify her, no problem. And one of the things that a real estate loan officer is going to need is a copy of the contract. So I called him for it. He said, "Well, let me have my realtor call you and send it over." I found that kind of odd because he already had a buyer for it. Why is it that he contacted a real estate agent? But you know what? None of my business. That's between them and the real estate agent. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to do my job, which I did. And we closed the file. And I noticed on the settlement statement that the agent charged them a full 6%. Now, any real estate agent knows our job is to find a buyer. That's our primary job, is to find a buyer for our listing or for our home. Okay. Primarily, as if we're a listing agent, right? Obviously, if we're a buyer's agent, our job is to find a home, submit an offer, get it accepted, and take them through closing. But generally, if you're a listing agent, or in this particular case, we had a homeowner that hired an agent, well, their job is to find a buyer. But the buyer was already known. So I was asking myself, why did they charge 6%? So I remember that story, and when I became a real estate agent, I just kind of based my philosophy on maximum flexibility for the homeowner and also for the buyer. So let me talk to you guys a little bit about the services that I provide. Like I said, this is either California or Arizona, okay? And then, selling your house, you can either use full service, which I call for traditional full service here, or modified full service. Traditional full service is what you normally would get: pictures, open houses, deal all the way through closing as a seller, okay? Modified full service is a little different. In other words, some of those services may not be needed. And you may only need, like my friend, you may only need services from contract to closing. So you don't need to do open houses, you don't need to do pictures, you don't need to do any of that type of stuff. Why should I charge you for full service? Okay. Then I have limited full services, and once again, this could be like for investors, they take me up on limited full service quite a bit because they only need certain things done on a real estate transaction. So we negotiate a lower fee because it doesn't take us much of my time. And then I have something called seller's choice, which is, let's talk. Maybe you have an outside the box type of scenario. Maybe you're a wholesaler that just needs a real estate agent that understands what it is that you're trying to do to help you land a deal. Okay? So all these things, my menu of services, traditional full service, modified full service, limited service, guess what? It's all negotiable. I don't even have a roster of fees. It's just negotiable. So let me know what it is that you want to do, and we'll see if we can make a deal and make it happen. Now, buyer services, very similar as well, traditional buyer's agency services. So typically what you would get from any agent, offer and contract negotiations once you're, maybe you're a wholesaler or a buyer, like the example that I used. You just need certain services, and then buyer's choice, which is, like I said, those outside the box types of scenarios. We can talk about it and develop a fee. Okay, and once again, if you notice on my menu of services, it's all negotiable. I may go ahead and put some asking prices up here, or asking, what we're going to ask for that particular service, but I think for now, I think negotiable is kind of the trend and the kind of things that I want to do. I also do rent to buy for buyers that, let's say that you're not quite ready to buy. Maybe you don't qualify for the loan yet. Maybe you haven't been on the job long enough. Maybe you need to increase your credit score. There are companies out there that will go ahead and purchase the property for you, rent it to you, and give you the opportunity to purchase it later. Great service. I think it's helped many people achieve the dream of home ownership without necessarily going through the traditional way of getting a home mortgage loan, that type of thing. So anyways, guys, I hope this helps you out a little bit. I feel like for a lot of you, I can provide services at a tremendous discount. In some cases, 40%, 50%. I've even saved people 75% off what they normally would have been charged had they gone with a traditional agent. So you can reach me. I'll go ahead and put my contact information at the bottom of on the description of this particular video. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me. I look forward to speaking with you, and I'll talk to you real soon.